I can't figure out how a brand like Misha could fail this badly. Hey YouTube, this is Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. I recently released a video talking about my favorites in KBeauty in 2020, and some of you have asked me to do a fails, the biggest fails of 2020 video, so here it is. If you've been watching my stuff, thank you very much. You may have seen some of these in my other fails videos because I do them every once in a while, and there's a whole playlist actually of fails if that's the kind of thing you like. But for this video, I picked the worst of the worst, the ones that are just cringy, and for a lot of these, I will just have to put up pictures because I don't have the items anymore because they either ended up in the garbage or there was one thing that I actually returned, which is super rare for me. These are in no particular order. I'm not going to rank them because I think they all suck in different ways. The first one is this Be Pure Daily Remedy Treatment. It's a hair mask. The only reason I still have not pitched it is because it actually makes my hair very, very smooth and shiny and soft without being greasy, and I'm trying to grow it out, so that's important to me. The reason this is a fail is because the smell of this is absolutely awful. It is super strong. It smells like cheap men's cologne, for the lack of a better analogy, and it lingers. That's the worst part. My hair and even the stuff I sleep in and my pillowcase stink of this for a couple of days afterwards. I really wish it didn't work as well as a treatment, as well as it does, because then I would, with clear conscience, just throw it out. But it does work, and I'm trying not to be wasteful, and do we really want another thing in a landfill? So I am trying to use it up, but I kind of have to brace myself every time, and I really wish brands and products would tone it down on the fragrance. I'm not anti-scent, I'm not anti-fragrance to a point, but when it feels like a punch in the brain, you've gone too far. The next fail is the Aromatica Non-Nano UV Protection. It is a sunscreen product. I wanted to like it so much because on paper, I love it. It's non-nano, it's all mineral. Aromatica is one of those brands that really focuses on more natural ingredients and tries to go for stuff that is EWG rated green. Whether or not that's super meaningful to you personally, I don't know. There is some debate, but in general, I feel like on paper, this product it just made my hippie soul so happy. Unfortunately, in actual application, it really sucked. Super greasy, white cast, which is hard to achieve on my very pale skin. Like, you really have to try to make a product that would look white on me. I'm already basically super white. So it was just so aesthetically unpleasant, and it wouldn't settle down either. Sometimes when I apply a sunscreen and it feels or looks a little bit too shiny or too greasy, if I wait for a little bit, it sort of dries down and then it's okay. Well, this one never did. I wear sunscreen every single day. In the summers, I slather just everywhere, and you would think I'd find a way to use this product up, and I really tried. I tried to use it on my legs and on my arms, and then it just made my legs and arms really sticky and greasy and disgusting. So I actually, when I did this purge / reorganization of my skincare, where I just took everything I had, I took some pictures and got rid of things that I didn't want anymore, weren't that many. I made an executive decision to just throw this sunscreen away because it made me so angry every time I used it. Another fail is this Holika Lazy and Easy All Kill Cleanser Oil to Foam. It is supposed to be a one-step cleanser that is both a cleansing oil and a foaming cleanser. It's just a gel that's clear, and it feels almost like an oil. You're supposed to apply it to dry face, massage it around just like you would with a cleansing oil, and then add a bit of water, and this doesn't just emulsify, it then becomes a foaming cleanser, foams up, you wash it off. If you use it once or twice here and there, it's fine. But I actually use this every day for a little while, and it does not do a good job. You can't necessarily tell, like the skin feels clean, but in a couple of days, start noticing more clogged pores, more obvious sebaceous filaments, a breakout here and there, closed comedone, all these things. And it's from this. I didn't change anything else. So as a cleanser, it's really not adequate at all. However, the reason that I still have it, unlike some of these other things that I've pitched, is because it makes a great brush cleanser. And the beauty blenders, this is a really good beauty blender wash because sometimes it's hard to wash off things like BB cream off of sponges and brushes because it's not just water soluble. You almost need to double cleanse your beauty blender, but this actually works pretty well. That's why I still have it. The biggest, nastiest fail of probably my entire K-Beauty experience was this product, and I wrote down the name because I don't want to mess it up. It's Missha Time Revolution Cleansing Balm. This thing is horrible. I can think of 2 returns that I've ever made in my entire 4 years of K-Beauty. One of them was the Mizon Snail Eye Cream. It made my eyes dry and flaky and super itchy, and I was halfway wondering if this was a fake. So I contacted Amazon where I bought it through, and they just refunded me the money. So that was one. And the other one was this Missha Balm. I got it on sale on their official website. So the official US Missha brand website was not counterfeit, I would think, right, from the brand. And it was on sale, but it was not expired. It still had at least 6 months of life. I got it for, I think, it was under $10. And I talked my friend into getting one too because it looked like such a good deal. I had a feeling I was in trouble when I opened the jar. It smelled awful, but my friend liked it. Just very strong. That's not the main problem with this. It looked like Vaseline. It felt like Vaseline. It did not emulsify. And what's worse, I probably would have even used it up. If those were the only issues that it had, I would have probably used it up. But the problem was every single time I used it, and for whatever reason I tried to use it more than once, my next step, everything starting from toner, everything just burned. So I think it destroyed my skin barrier somehow. I can't figure out how a brand like Missha could fail this badly, but that's okay. I mean, some of their products for me are a bit hit and miss, but I've never had something this awful. This takes the cake. It's horrible. Just run away from it if you see it. And if you love it, if you're somebody who's tried it and you love it, please let me know in the comments because I want to know that you exist. Obviously, this entire video are just my opinions. If these products are working for you, don't listen to me. I'm not telling you to ditch them. They just didn't work for me. This is completely subjective. And last but not least are Huang Jisoo Sugar No Rinse pads. I love Huang Jisoo as a brand. They make my favorite cleansing oil. Their mugwort toner pads are really good. Their Sakura peeling pads are very, very good. And when they released these pads, they released 3 different kinds. The Sakura peeling pads were one, the mugwort pads were the other, and the third one were these sugar no rinse pads. And I got a gift bag from the brand with all 3 of them to try. And I was super excited. And these sugar no rinse ones were supposed to be like a one-step cleansing pad, almost like a makeup wipe, but in a pad form. And they took off nothing, like at all. At all. They took off no makeup, and I'm not even talking about eye makeup, just regular like BB cream or SPF, nothing. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll just use it as a second cleanse or like as a third cleanse just to see if there's anything I can do with them. Well, they made my skin really tight, and I have combination skin, so lots of oily areas, and even the oily areas just felt tight and just ugh. And I can't remember now what I ended up doing with them. I can't remember if I used them up or not. I think I kind of sort of used them as if I had to reapply sunscreen throughout the day or wanted to, I would wipe off some of the whatever dust and oil on my face with that and then put on more sunscreen. But I really have nothing good to say about it. And what's interesting is I wasn't the only one, obviously, who got this PR package, this gift set from the brand. Lots and lots and lots of other people did as well. And there was a flood of positive reviews online of how amazing these things are. And I'm not saying people are dishonest, but I do kind of wonder if maybe the fact that a lot of us got it for free had something to do with all of these positive reviews. Because let's face it, when you receive something for free, you want to like it. You feel grateful, and that's a normal human feeling. But no, not for me. No, thank you. Well, there we have it. These are my 2020 fails. I would love to know what yours are, or what your experiences were with any of the products that I mentioned, because I'm just one person and we're all different. You can find me on lots of different channels, on my blog, KBeautyHobbit.com, on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, and of course in my private Facebook group, Korean Beauty Fanatics. I'd love to have you there. Well, I'll see you in my next video, and until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.